Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. This week I decided that I wanted to kind of talk about my favorite gluten-free products. Now I'm not going to be talking about food products, I'm going to be talking about makeup and like skincare products. Because even though I do have a wheat allergy where I eat wheat and my body rejects it, I also find that when I have products that have wheat in it, I can get hives as well. So I do try and not have wheat in my cosmetic products, which, if you didn't know, there is wheat in cosmetic products. It's fun. Currently, right now, my favorite shampoo and conditioner brand is Not Your Mother's. I am going to be trying their rice water line next, but right now I'm using, I think it's the Garnish, it's the one in the pink bottle. I think it's the Garnishian shampoo, and I'm using the like sea salt kelp conditioner. I think that's what they are, that might be wrong. And they both work very well. I have never had a problem in terms of itchiness from them. They're just, but also I have a very itchy scalp because it's just very sensitive and it has a lot of buildup. And so I use the As I Am Dry Itch and Scalp Shampoo. I really like the shampoo. You only use it once or twice a week. I use it once a week. And it works super well. It definitely helps get rid of any sort of itch that I have. And it also really helps to reduce any like flaking that I have. Because although I don't have dandruff, I don't think, I definitely do have a dry, itchy scalp, and this really helps. Also, something that really helps with the buildup of product on my hair is a clarifying shampoo. Right now I'm using the Hit Reset Light Clarifying Shampoo from Twist. This is a really nice one. I really enjoy it. I think it works super well. It's one of those things where you use it and you just feel clean. That's how I feel when I use that. So, some of the best. When it comes to my body wash, I use the Cetaphil body wash with no fragrance. You can use the fragranced one. I just prefer no fragrance because my skin is very sensitive, all of it. And so I find just having things with no fragrance is just better. For my skincare, I use the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. My favorite. It works super well. I was using CeraVe, but CeraVe or CeraVe? I think it's CeraVe. CeraVe? CeraVe. I think it's CeraVe. We're gonna go with CeraVe. I'm sorry if that's wrong. But yeah, I used to use CeraVe, but they do have wheat in their products, so I can't use them anymore. But Cetaphil seems to be a good brand. I have a lot of Cetaphil products, as you're gonna find out. I also use the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid serum. It's really nice because my skin does get quite dry, and I really like using it because I feel like it gives my skin a nice glow to it, and it just makes it feel nice and hydrated. Right now I'm using a Neutrogena Naturals moisturizer. It's okay. It's wheat free, it's okay, it's safe, but it's just not my favorite. Like, it does the job, but it's not really adding anything to my skin. So I'm looking into a new moisturizer by the Inkey List. I've heard a lot of good things about the Inkey List. I've never tried any of their products, so when I run out of that moisturizer, that's gonna be the next one. One thing you should also know about me, I'm very serious about my sunscreen. I have 3 sunscreens for my face, and then I have 2 body sunscreens. So, yeah. The first one is a 35 SPF moisturizer. from Cetaphil. That one's just really nice to put on when I'm going to be home. I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot. Having a nice 35, it's a little on the low end, but it just makes me feel like any sun that I get, I feel protected. The next one is a mattifying SPF from Myriad. It is 45 SPF. I thought it was 40. It's 45. Look at you. But yeah, I really like this one, especially if I'm going to have makeup on, because I don't really like having that much makeup on. Usually the most I do is like eyebrows and mascara, and like that's it. Because also when I go out I always wear masks, so you only ever see that part. So I like having this because it gives me the look of having a little bit more of an even skin without having to actually put on a whole bunch of makeup. So that's a really nice one. I got this just to try. I always wanted to try Myriad product, but they're always a little bit out of my price range. But I've really enjoyed this. So this is a definite potential repurchase. And then the next highest one I use when I'm going to be out and about and living my life in the sun. It is another Cetaphil moisturizer. It's another Cetaphil sunscreen. It is 50 SPF. It's not a sunscreen moisturizer like the first one. It's just a sunscreen, and it does a very good job. The reason that I have so much sunscreen and I care so much about the sunscreen is because I was born with a genetic condition that gave me precancerous skin cancer cells in my face, so I have to be a little bit more careful about sunscreen and sun exposure and that sort of stuff, so I take my sunscreen very seriously. That's why I have 3 of them. In terms of body sunscreen as well, I typically use the Banana Boat sunscreen. This is just a small one that I take with me for touch-ups, but I have a bigger one in there. Again, I usually go about 50 for that, again, for safety. In terms of a body moisturizer, I'm currently using the Nivea lotion, again, unscented. I find that certain scents can sometimes come with wheat, just because, especially like a moisturizer, because wheat is usually used as a binder in cosmetic products, and you see it a lot in lotions or any sort of creams. I'm currently using the Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner, which I really enjoy. It really is really nice balance between moisture and protein in my hair, and I always love the way that it makes my curls look. And then I also have the Ready Set Bounce Light Hold Gel from Twist. This is really nice. I find that when I have like a stronger hold gel in my hair, it just weighs it down because my hair is so thin. So I like having a lighter hold gel for that. Also, when I'm in the shower, I use the Heritage, is that what it's called? The Heritage Protein Treatment. Again, that's really nice to put some protein in my hair. It helps it give it a nice bounce and helps give it some life. I've never really had a problem with like nail polish or anything. They all seem to be quite safe. Oh, I also use the Mighty Patches for just pimples. That is a recent purchase. I've heard a lot of good things about Mighty Patches. I used it for the first time a few weeks ago, and it did a really good job. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to put a list on the screen of a bunch of different names for wheat and cosmetic products. I will also leave that down in the description as well, so if you just want to, you can just copy and paste it into thing. Unfortunately, there really isn't any other way to figure out if a product has wheat in it besides reading every thing on the ingredient list. Also, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about food, but if you are struggling to find gluten-free foods, or you just are new to having a food allergy and want to find foods that are safe for you to eat. The app called Fig has been a true lifesaver. You put in your information about like your allergies and what you want to avoid, and it goes through, it has an algorithm full of all of the names of everything that would have like wheat or fish or eggs or whatever else you might be allergic to. And you can either scan the barcode of the food and it will give you, and it'll rate it from green, yellow, and red. Green being totally safe, nothing in it that you can't have. Yellow being there's an ingredient in it that sometimes can have it, sometimes can't. You just really have to weigh if you want to try it or not. And then red means definitely not, totally has the allergy in it, can't eat it. And also, you can search things in the app and find just, like, let's say you are struggling to find an ice cream, because I was struggling to find ice cream. You're struggling to find an ice cream that you can have. You can just search ice cream and it'll give you a list of different ice creams that you can have that are safe for you to eat. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. And I will see you in my next video.